Hello there my crafty friends, it's Terry back with another Tonic Craft Kit unboxing video. So today I'm going to be showing you the contents of the latest kit, which is number 41, and then I'll also be showing you some project ideas of things that you can make using this kit. So first of all, let's have a look inside at what we have. So straight away we can see there's this pack of 6x6 cardstock, and this is I believe the new colour trend for Tonic called Sweet Sorbet. So it's a pack of patterned paper and it's double-sided with each of the sides being different, so that's quite nice. There's quite a bit of variety there, and it's a very sort of spring-like, you know, pastel, bright, happy, colourful palette, which is really nice. Now there are two little refill shaker blisters, which I already knew was going to be in here because I watched the official Tonic unboxing video. But basically this set enables you to make shaker cards. So these are the blisters that you use to make the shakers. So instead of if you've made shaker cards before and used your own acetate, Tonic have this option with a number of their dies. They've had a number of releases where they create their own blister and then have an accompanying die, which makes it really easy to make shaker cards. So I'm quite excited about that. So we'll have a look at the dies and the stamps. So as with every kit, we get a lovely sticker called Sprinkled. This one says Sprinkled with Love, with all these little colourful sprinkles on that you get with ice cream. I usually stick that on the front of my folder. And a little leaflet here which tells you more about the new products in the range. So this Sweet Sorbet trend is available from March 2020, so it's available now, and it also tells you that there's 60% off mousse products in March. The stamp set is really cute. It's got some really fun and cute designs. Stay jolly, have a lolly. You got this licked, which I think is a way of saying you've got this down, you've got this sorted. Sending sugar-coated hugs. Stay cool. A happy looking, fun looking sun. Have a sweet day. And these little eyes. Tonic have recently started including one of these in every pack, which I think is so useful. So basically it's got ideas of different cards. So you can see here that the cards that you can make from this kit are like ice lolly cards, which is just so cute and lovely as we're coming into spring. You know, I think we've been through it seems like we've been through a long winter, and you know, but days, I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but I'm in the UK and we are seeing some sort of slightly warmer days, or at least sort of brighter and sunnier days anyway. But this has definitely got a sort of springtime vibe to it. And then it tells you on the back all of the things that you get in the kit, but I'm not going to do that, read that out to you because I want to show you. So in the kit we've got a lolly, which I am assuming goes with this, the ice cream. So you would use that as a base to cut out and put your blister in the middle, and then you'll fill it with sequins or confetti or whatever you want to make a shaker card. But as on here, you don't have to make these into shaker cards. These Tonic Craft Kits, if you've never heard of them before or seen them, they're a monthly kit. You can just buy them one-off, but they sell out really quickly, or you can subscribe to them, and it's actually cheaper if you subscribe to them. Plus, you get 10% off any products that you buy from Tonic, including sale items. So I have managed to bag myself so many excellent deals. and I love the surprise of having the Tonic kit delivered through my door every month in the first week of the month. So they have a UK website and an American website, and they ship all over the world. So if you're interested in that, just I'll put the links down below. They're not affiliate links. I'm not affiliated with Tonic. I really like their products, so I like to share them. So as you can see, there's a lovely panel here which creates a really pretty panel which says I love you more than ice cream, which is just really cute. And then here's a different type of lolly and another little sort of verso die that cuts in and says something else. I don't know what that says because I can't read backwards, but we shall see. So that's the dies and the stamps. And in fact, I'll keep that out because I can tell you the names of the cardstock. So if you go to the cardstock next, this is one of my favourite parts, is looking at the cardstock, because if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I'm a bit of a card and paper addict, especially from Tonic, because in my experience they have such amazing quality and range of cardstocks. So let's just fan these out and have a look. Wow, these look amazing. So some of these I've got already. So I know that this one is called Sugar Crystal because I have that already, and that is lovely. It's like white but with pink and green, and it's very iridescent. It sort of picks up the colours around it. So that's one of their glitter cardstocks. So glitter card, Sugar Crystal. A speciality card. Now which order am I going to do it in? Classic card, Sugared Lilac. So this beautiful lilac colour, which I love purples. This colour palette is right up my street. Purples, aquas, teals, these sorts of colours, they're really right up my street. So that's the classic card, which is sort of flat on one side and then with a textured weave on the other side, which is really nice for die cutting. Then we have a mirror card in a beautiful soft purple colour, which is called Soft Amethyst. That's just beautiful. And then we've got this speciality card called Miami Mint. Again, this is absolutely beautiful. It kind of reminds me that they've got a card called Bronze Labyrinth, and it kind of reminds me of that in terms of the pattern, but the colour is just gorgeous. And then we have a pearlescent card. This is Blue Cashmere. Again, it's a beautiful soft blue with a really subtle pearlescence. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then we have another pearlescent card, and again these are double-sided, and that one is called Princess Pink. And then the last one, the speciality handmade cotton card. So it's white on the back and this lovely pink colour on the front, and it's called Pink Marshmallow, which it's lovely. It feels so nice and will just be so lovely to make projects with. So, you know, there's 6 pieces of card here, and obviously we also get a 6x6 paper pad as well. So, you know, buying this monthly kit, if you're a subscriber, is £30 a month. So I mean, it's just amazing value in my opinion. And also with the cardstocks, getting a pack with a variety of different cardstocks in is wonderful, because you get to try out shades and colours and types of paper that and see if you like them, and then if you find a new favourite, then you can then buy a 5-pack of it. So what do we have in the Nuvo this month? So in the kit, it says there's going to be, so there's some things that are in every pack, and then some things that you get a selection of. So this one, you get a random selection of 2 bottles from the Pure Sheen 4-pack sweet sorbet. So 2 random bottles, which is probably glitter or sequins or confetti. So in this one, I've got a pink glitter called Dusted Fondant, which is cute. As well as pink, it's got, I can see like green in there, and I've got another glitter. So I got blue sherbet. So I've got blue sherbet and dusted fondant. What else have we got? We've got a full-size Nuvo vintage drop in the colour Lavender Fog, which just looks beautiful. So these colours are just right up my street. We have a little Nuvo glacier paste. And I'm really excited about this because I've got a few glacier pastes, but I haven't actually had a proper play with them. Oh, it's so pretty, the packaging. It's even got the little flower on it. So the glacier paste, the colour is Pixie Wings. How cute is that? But it's a beautiful, shimmery, pale, like lavendery, purpley colour. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got an ink pad, a Nuvo hybrid ink pad, which is called Blue Mineral. And the hybrid inks, they're like a mixture of between dye and pigment inks, in case you didn't know. And then there's also a shimmer powder in the colour Lilac Waterfall. So, oh no, there's something else in here as well. A tiny little tester pot of embossing powder called Happy Days, which is a gorgeous yellow colour. So it's just so bright and happy and lovely and just gorgeous, this whole set. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. That's excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to get creating some projects. So I will see you in a mo. So something I really want to try actually is the shimmer powder. I haven't used any shimmer powders yet, but they're amazing because like this one looks purple, but actually it's made up of all of these colours, and basically there's a few different ways of using it because it's like a powder, so you can sort of just like sprinkle a few bits of powder on and then spray some water over the top. And you can do it the other way around. So I think what I'm going to do is have 2 pieces of watercolour card, and this is the Craft Perfect USA 6 size. And I'm going to get a little spray bottle here, and in fact I'm going to get my messy mat out, my messy mat that I always use when I'm creating messy things, and just have a play with these panels initially to see how they look, because I'm really intrigued. So this one, I'm giving it a mist of water, and then I'm gonna I think I need to spray that with some more water. Ooh, that's looking pretty. There's still a lot of powder. I must have sprayed lots. Do you know what? I'm going to try. This is a bit on the fly here, guys, but smushy technique. I know that Christine of Crafty Potential does things like this a lot. I tend to be a bit more conventional, or like I haven't experimented as much with techniques like this before, but I love when I see people coming up with sort of mixed media-y, experimentally type things. So why not give it a go myself? Oh, the colours though, they're just so beautiful. Absolutely. Love it. Look at them. And it's fine that it's curled up like this, because once it's dry, it'll flatten back down. That's what happens with watercolour paper. So, yeah. So that's my little bit of a play with the shimmer powder. And I'm going to get back to continuing on with my makes, but I just wanted to show you those initially. So there will be this video, and there will be a follow-up video. I usually do 2 videos, so one with the unboxing and showing you the contents and 1 or 2 makes, and then a follow-up one with more makes. So yeah, I'll see you again in a short while. So what I've decided to do for my first card, guys, is to use one of the papers from the double-sided 6x6 pad and the lolly to make a shaker card. So I was just figuring out which dies I needed to use for what. So basically this shaker bubble goes through this die. So there's this small die, the next size up die, and then the lolly. So the medium die, the shaker fits through perfectly. And I initially cut a piece of pearlescent card to go behind that to put my shaker bits in, but then I realised it was too small, so I had to use the lolly, so I'll be able to stick that on. Anyway, so that's going to go on there, and then I'm going to cut a hole using this one, the one that goes over, directly over the shaker, into my paper, so that then once there's a hole in it, it will poke through. But the back of the, or the inside of my card won't be affected. So it's just a bit of sort of figuring out how that's going to work. So I've got to find out exactly where I want my lolly to be, which is about here, and then I'll probably put a sentiment there. So I'm going to cut an aperture into this paper and then fill the shaker up and be back in a short while. Just to show you, I created the actual lolly by using some of the blue pearlescent card and using the lolly die, and then the next circle down. So that's what it looks like, the lolly. So then behind there will be that, and then it'll have sequins inside to bounce around. So I'm now going to go about assembling this card. I wasn't sure whether I was going to film all of this, but I think it'll be nice for you to see the full process. So I've cut using this little die, the little embellishment for the stick, out of the same coloured paper that will be behind the shaker. And I've also pulled out a few different sequins. So we've got Aqua Aurora, which are sort of glimmery and glittery, iridescent, Tropical Oasis, and snowstorm flakes, which are little iridescent strips, because I thought that would look nice in there with the sort of iridescence. I do have a good selection of sequins and glitter and stuff, but I know you have to be really careful when adding glitter to shaker cards, because it can all get stuck to the front. I've heard people say that they use an anti-static powder bag on the front and that helps, but I think I'm just, because the colours that have come in mine, well, the pink might have worked, but the blue I don't think would, so it's fine. It doesn't really matter for my purposes. I'm using the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which is one of my go-to glues. I do find it really good. It's really strong, but it gives you a bit of wiggle time, so you don't have, it doesn't matter if you don't position something perfectly the first time, because you can sort of wiggle it around, which I find really helpful. So make sure this is all in shot for you. Oh, see what I mean? We need a bit of wiggle time. That's pretty bang on. Now comes the fun part of adding the little shaker elements. So definitely this Aqua Aurora, these sequins, they look gorgeous. Let's try and use some off the top. And that'll probably be enough because I'm adding other colours as well. I'm intrigued by these snowstorm flakes. They look really unusual, but I say I love iridescent ones, so I just thought that these would look cool. And also they kind of look like sprinkles. I'm sort of wondering if I need to just sort of mix them around a bit. Oh gosh, or just get them everywhere. Oh gosh. Yeah, don't do this at home, guys. Everything was fine, it was in there perfectly, and then I've tried to mix it around and got sequin bits everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop these into my hand and scoop them back in carefully. Okay, so I say these are very easy to use. You just peel off this backing, and it's already got the adhesive on there for you. So you just stick that on. And that ensures that all of the bits are in place and stuck down. Well, that looks nice. Yeah, I'm pleased with the colours I've chosen for that. There we go, and that goes through there. So I'll be back in a moment when this is finished. And here we go, friends. This is the first of my makes from Tonic Craft Kit 41. Using this die, I decided to cut out this, which is like some sort of frosting for the lolly, out of the sugar crystal paper, and I think that looks really cute. And then I stamped "Have a Sweet Day" in VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I used I backed that onto a piece of the mauve matte mirror card, and I think that looks really cute. And I think that the what are they called, the snowstorm flakes confetti works really well actually, just for a bit of added interest in there with it being sort of iridescent. So I'm really quite pleased with that. Let me know what you think in the comments. So for my second card, I'm going to make this a non-shaker card, and I'm taking inspiration from some of the cards on here. So I'm going to use the other ice cream, and this is how my two backgrounds have turned out. I just love them both. I think they're both gorgeous, just an explosion of colour and shimmer, which is just amazing, all from this tiny little pot. So I'm going to keep this one for my next video and make it another project with that. But with this one, I'm going to use the sugar crystal. I mean, I could have just used white card to cut out the sort of outline, but I like to use as much as I can from the kit. So, and plus the fact I think it'll make it extra blingy and sparkly. So I'm going to cut out the sugar crystal for the outline. And then I'm going to cut the layer that goes on top of that in mirror card, and then another layer which will cut out the stripes and this element in the sugar crystal, and then I'm going to layer up the alternating layers in the beautiful green and the pearlescent blue. So that's my plan. So I'm going to go away, do some die cutting, and then come back in a second and we can assemble the card. So I'm back for the assembly of the card. Now, because this is quite thick card and because it warped a little bit, I want to use some very strong adhesive. So I could use glue, but I think I'm going to choose to use this thick red liner tape instead, because well, that's one of the two options, and it just feels like the best thing to do for this one. So I had recently bought a multi-pack of red liner tape actually from Amazon, of all different types. So I'd never had any really thick stuff like this before, just the slimmer ones, but it is quite handy. The other day, a friend had asked me for a card for someone, and I found one out, and I realised that some of the layers were coming unstuck, and I had used regular double-sided adhesive, and I had made this card probably a year ago, and so obviously I had to do a bit of minor card surgery in order to get it to re-stick again. Just some of the edges were peeling up. It was nothing major, but still I hadn't expected it. So it's just sort of made me a bit more cautious, I guess, in terms of ensuring that I am using really strong products to secure really strong adhesive products to secure my layers in place, because you know, if you all the time and effort that goes into making our handmade cards, we don't want, you know, and if the recipient's going to keep them, we don't want them to all start coming apart within a year, do we? So yeah, that's my thinking. See, I've die cut out all of the elements anyway, and also this is going to be I'm adhering things to glitter cardstock as well, which is known to be more difficult. So you can stick stuff on top of glitter cardstock, but you just need to make sure that you do use a very strong adhesive, be that liquid adhesive or red liner tape. So now let's look. And I was thinking about this project, and I think I don't know if you'll agree, let me know what you think in the comments, but I do think that it's nice to have some cards without sentiments on, so that you can just keep them in your stash. And then if for short notice, if you need a short notice birthday card, or you know, you just realise that you haven't spoken to someone in ages and you just want to send just a note or thinking of you kind of card, if you've got something quite generic in design, then you can just send that off. You can just add a sentiment and send that off. So I haven't got many of those, so I'm going to keep this as one of those, a generic one. So I'm going to add some foam tape to this layer to raise it up a bit, give it a bit of nice dimension. I'm using my messy scissors that I always use for cutting messy things, sticky things. I also like to add adhesive glue on top of foam tape as well, because I like the foam tape for the dimension, but I just like the added security of knowing that I've got a strong glue adhering it. And I say this is one that's been adhered onto glitter, which is, as I've just mentioned, known to be trickier. So there we go. Oh, that looks cute. Look, see the colours. I think it was a good choice making this out of the sugar crystal card, because the card is so shimmery and blingy. I think it'll end up looking really nice. I think I might do some, I think I might layer up these on top of each other, stick them together. And then, or actually like inlay, yeah, stick the first layer down and then inlay the pieces and then stick the other two on top. That's what I'm going to do. So it doesn't really matter what order they go in, I just know that I want that one on top because I'm using the blue and the green to do the die cut inlay. Die cut inlay is a technique that I really like, and I used a bit of that on my elusive project that you'll find out about in April. I just think it looks so attractive, and for anyone out there that likes doing jigsaw puzzles, it's just like doing a jigsaw puzzle, but you don't have to take it apart at the end. So if you haven't tried inlaid die cutting, I'd really recommend it. And you can do it with so many dies. I mean, doing it with something like this is perfect because I need to make sure we get these the right way up, Terry. Because there aren't that many layers. Just need to hold this for a minute because again, mirror card is another card that is known to be tricky to adhere things to. I mean, it sticks. It's just it's because of it's slick. It takes a little bit longer, and it can leave smudgy marks, smudgy glue marks. But luckily, most of the smudgy marks should be on the inside and therefore covered. So let's plan these out. I love the colour palette of this kit. I just think it's so pretty. It's right up my street. I love purples, turquoise, aqua, green, blue. I love all of these colours, and I think it's a really well put together colour palette. You know, and just really great items included. I say, if you've never tried a tonic craft kit, I really do recommend it, and I say I'm not being paid to say that. But if you're not sure you want to commit to it, you can just buy a one-off kit, but you have to get in there quickly because they sell out so quick. And I think it's £35 for a one-off kit. And say you buy it and then you get it delivered at the beginning of the next month, you know. So so we're in March, so if you bought it the first week of March, you wouldn't get it until the first week of April. That's how it works. And then, you know, or if you watch some of my previous videos, you'll see the kind of things that you get in them. I mean, you get things like, I say, all of the different Nuvo products. You always get cardstock. I've had a pack of card blanks and envelopes in there before, pens, glue runners, Nuvo drops, just lots and lots of things. So it really is very worthwhile in my opinion. But yeah, so there we go. That is the second card. The second card from this lovely Tonic Craft Kit 41. So, does it need anything else? I think everything can always benefit from a few Nuvo drops because they're just gorgeous. So let's just, I always like a little tip with Nuvo drops, always test them out first. So it's got quite a bit going on, so I think I'm just going to have a few dotted around. I think the background is gorgeous enough that it's got enough going on that it doesn't need anything really adding to it. So there we go. So here we are, the two finished cards from Tonic Craft Kit 41. So they're both on A6 cards. We've got our shaker, which I think is really cute, and I'm really glad I added that on with the sugar crystal. And then we have our non-shaker style card with the beautiful shimmering background made using the Lilac Waterfall Nuvo Shimmer Powder. So that's the two projects made for this video, and there will be a follow-up video in a few days with several more projects made using contents from this kit. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please use your thumbs and give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel and you like this, feel free to have a look around at my other videos, and if you like what you see, then consider subscribing, and yeah, please feel free to leave me any comments or ask me any questions or anything at all in the comment section down below. So that's all from me today, and I'll see and speak to you again soon. Bye.